The inspiration behind the unveiling is based on a true story. My husband, David, and I were asked to be camp pastors at a youth camp on the big island of Hawaii. Basically, our role was to provide support and care for the youth leaders that were caring for the youth at this camp. One afternoon, a youth leader came to us because he was very concerned for one of his students, a young woman. She seemed like she was shutting down. She wasn't talking to anyone. She wasn't participating in any of their activities, and she kept to herself. So we began to affirm her that we cared about her, that God cared about her, that this was a safe place and we were here to help her with whatever was going on. Well, she wouldn't talk to us and she wouldn't share what was happening. So we asked her if it would be okay if we asked the Lord, because maybe He had something He wanted to share with her. And she was willing. She agreed that it was okay to pray for her. So as we were praying for her, God is so good that He gave my husband a vision. My husband saw her standing in front of a mirror, and there were many writings on this mirror. He said that it seemed like these writings had been there for many years, and that every time she looked at this mirror, she believed what was said on this mirror was a part of her identity. And God was saying, no, my child, this is not who you are. And He wanted to reveal to her who she truly was if she was willing to wipe the mirror. So when we asked her that, she was willing, and we gave her some space to connect with God. And after a moment of time, we saw tears in her eyes. And so we knew that God was doing something. And she began to speak for the first time, saying that how hard it was for her to wipe the mirror. She said it was very scary for her. And the moment that she wiped the mirror, she saw herself standing in front of this mirror with a beautiful gown, and she heard the Lord tell her, "You are beautiful." And so we affirmed her, yes, you are beautiful. You are God's beautiful masterpiece, and He loves you so much. And she was smiling. And so her youth leader said, I haven't seen you smile like this since you were a young girl. It's been years since this young woman has smiled. The enemy had tried to silence her with these lies, but God broke through the silence to show her the truth. The Bible says that you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And he who the Son sets free is free indeed. And so I wanted to capture this moment because I feel like so many of us can relate with this young woman. We believed many lies for many years, and we have this false identity that God is wanting to shine His light to reveal the truth of who we really are. So I took creative liberty and I added a crown because she is a daughter of the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And it's not just for young women, but young men as well, that you are also a son of the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And I wanted to also show that the light will always overcome the darkness, and the light of God will reveal the truth. And you can see that the plants, the rose, comes to life when it comes into the light. And you can also see the bird is no longer caged, but free to be who is created to be. Many times butterflies for me symbolize freedom because my husband and I have been raising caterpillars during the pandemic, and butterflies to me just symbolize freedom. And so that's why these butterflies are in there, because there is freedom, because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And so it's my prayer that this painting will encourage you, and maybe you can relate with this young woman. And so I want to encourage you to just invite God, invite His light to reveal the truth of who you really are, your true identity. May the unveiling begin and begin to reveal who you are and how beautiful you are, and that you are God's beautiful masterpiece.